Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're off from MetLife. Returning it from the 4. Oh, he's showing some burst on his return. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Minshew. Finds him over the middle. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And look. About 4 yards in the end. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Up the middle, here goes White. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain there, and that'll bring up 4th and a few.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Locke looking to throw. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Giants will have a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And they had that one contained right at the line. Jack Jones making that tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Locke. He's got Bellinger. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. No gain on the run, so now they face 4th down.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just line of scrimmage.
What are y'all doing? What's that? Step it up. What happened? Seriously?
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 45 yards on the punt there. And it'll be a Raider football. Ball at the 33 for first down. Minshew setting up to throw. Gets it quickly to Bowers. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 41. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Got a man. Bowers has it. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's a Vegas first down. White trying this straight ahead. He's got a gain of 6 there. Michael McFadden able to make the play. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From midfield on 2nd down. That's caught. Here's Zamir White. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. From the gun, a run for White. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Throwing on first is Minshew. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. They could bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Out of the gun, Minshew. Caught by Marshall. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first. The give now to White. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Running on second with White. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders go up 6-0 here in the first. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Locke. This finds Bellinger. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Marcus Epps making the play. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. 7-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They start with 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll run it with Devin Singletary. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Split them here on this drive. Shred them on this drive. Oh, let's go. Shred them up, baby. Take that stop.
Throwing is Locke. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Epps. And the Raiders take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. And just like that, a very run-focused drive comes to an end that time with an interception.
You know, a lot of times, Kate, when you're finding success running it on a drive, it's because the defense is just waiting for you to throw it. And that's where they're prepared at the time. Sure enough, it's not a rush that dooms them, but a pass and an interception.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. That's Bobby Okereke. And the Giants will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a third in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Singletary. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Lock now. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Tracy. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Give him 8 yards on that carry, and now they're just a yard away on 4th down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here's Locke to the air. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. Gano ready to send this away. Trey Tucker to return it. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. It's the Raiders taking over on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Escapes out to the left. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense. The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
On 2nd and 10 now, Minshew dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Minshew on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. So it'll be 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Sticking in the air with Minshew. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10, Minshew makes the catch but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Well, good thing they reviewed it, because after further examination, the call on the field has changed. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys get a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Phillips. And the Giants get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Lock to throw it. Short pass caught by his tight end. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
To throw, here's Locke. He sends this one to the end zone. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Looking to the air here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Raiders get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Who has an offense? We have an offense.
Putting the tight end in motion. We'll start the drive with Singletary. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. A handoff to Tracy. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Marcus Epps making the play. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Tight end gets it running forward. He finds space for a few yards that time. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 43. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. Still has some space inside the 35. It's a pickup of 11. And the Giants will have a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. From the red zone now. Caught, this is Greg Dulcich. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A tight end in motion now. Running this with Tracy. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants take the lead right away in half number 2. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. Gano ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Minshew. Marshall there to bring it in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Slot man motioned over. Minshew working from the gun. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
It's White on the give. Crosses midfield, still going. And he gets this down to the 38. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Throwing on first is Minshew. And the Giants are too much. They take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, let you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Trying again following the sack. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Tyler Newman. And the Giants will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Lock. He's got Bellinger. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Giants with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. And he sent a man in motion. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here's Tracy once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Man in motion here. Here's Locke. He's got a man left. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Simple dive up the middle. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Give up the gun to Singletary. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
If you make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate, take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
So now here's 3rd and 5. It's Tracy on the carry. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. 4 yards there, but just can't get him in. It's 4th and goal from the 1. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. This one of the biggest moments of the game for Graham Gano. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are inbounds. Oh, what a play! A pickup there of 33 yards. And that's a Vegas 1st down. Out of the gun, Minshew. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. He's on the move. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 16. Dumps it off to his running back. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. To throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Jason Pinnock picks it. And the Giants take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Man in motion, out of the slot. A give to Tracy up the middle. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
That's good for the Giants. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They've got a man in motion. First down, and they go right back to it. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. So here at MetLife, it's the G-Men who come away with the win. And save for a few moments in that opening quarter, Brock, they pitched a shutout defensively that in the end was the impetus for the victory. They're going to be bummed not to have that goose egg on the board at the end of this one, no doubt, but a performance to be lauded nonetheless. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.